What's up, everybody? Ballard here checking in. Don't have much time. I got a party I'm throwing today, but I did see this news and I had to get my thoughts on it. Someone help me out if I'm misinterpreting the information. I got the AP's article from ESPN in Madison, Wisconsin. I got it pulled up and I'm kind of going to read off a little bit of this, but help me understand something. So, basically, Wisconsin had impermissible, which not allowed, type of phone calls with recruits for, I don't know if it was 2026 or 2027. It is. I don't think it's specified, but some of y'all help me out with this. But basically, they are being put on a 1-year probation, fined $25,000. This was on Thursday, just the other day. And it got put out, I guess, last night or the night before, whatever. After an NCAA investigation showed that 9 coaches and staffers, talking about the Badgers here, made impermissible phone calls to recruits in 2023. Former defensive line coach Greg Scruggs and former director of player personnel Max Steinecker received 1-year show cause orders. Scruggs is now an assistant defensive line coach for the San Francisco 49ers, and Steinecker is USC's executive director of personnel, whatever that is. Wisconsin coach Luke Fickell and outside linebacker special teams coach Matt Mitchell were prohibited from having recruiting communications with high school prospects from June 15th to the 21st. I'm assuming that's talking about a couple years ago. Again, y'all help me out with some of this. Any experts? And Fickell was determined to have violated the rules. And I'm paraphrasing some of this, but so Wisconsin's let's skip to this part. Wisconsin's compliance monitoring systems for phone communications uncovered the violations. The school then reported the violations in September of 23 and immediately self-imposed penalties while collaborating on the investigation with NCAA staff. All parties determined factors leading to the violations included a new staff's unfamiliarity with the school's compliant processes, along with a misunderstanding of rules pertaining to recruiting calls. The school said in a statement, Wisconsin Athletics is deeply committed to maintaining the highest level of integrity and holding ourselves accountable. We believe in doing things the right way, no matter the consequences. The issue at hand occurred 2 years ago under a rule that was actively being changed and no longer exists. We identified the mistake and were proactive in self-reporting and investigating and resolving the issue. So credit to the University of Wisconsin in Madison for coming out, being open, being honest, saying they'll take the heat, saying they'll take whatever punishment. I think this is most likely a developing story. It doesn't say there's a bowl ban or anything on there specifically, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is a developing story and something comes out maybe next week, week after, whatever. But it's interesting from my standpoint because Alabama actually plays Wisconsin in week 3, kind of like last year. I think it's going to be, I know it's at Bryant-Denny, but I think it's going to be a noon game again. But it's kind of interesting to see stuff on opponents that your team has. Obviously, Wisconsin's not going to get the boot and say you can't play football anymore. I don't think it's that serious. But could they take away scholarships? Could they put them on probation for a year or two for bowl ban in postseason? Maybe. But basically having direct contact with recruits, basically behind the NCAA's back, at a time where they really couldn't. Not like during COVID. This was going back, I think it said 22 or 23. So, I don't know. What's your thoughts on all this in the comments? Any experts out there? I'm not one, but I just kind of wanted to bring this to light on the channel, and maybe it could start some debate and discussion. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have an awesome Saturday. I love you. Jesus loves you too. God bless. We'll see you soon.